Hello and welcome to another short review filmed here at the Optics Trade headquarters. We'll be reviewing a Holosun product today, and to be more specific, this is the Holosun 503G ACSS. We'll be talking about some of its features, and then at the end we'll point out some of its advantages and disadvantages. Now, first a few words about the company. So Holosun is a fairly young company that mostly manufactures red dot sights, and they offer their products at an affordable price while maintaining their quality at a very acceptable level. Now, these red dots still cannot be put side by side with the famous Swedish red dot sights, but we have to keep in mind that the price is 50% lower approximately, and quality-wise they're not that far behind, and because of this they're really competitive. They're really competitive on the red dot sight market at the moment. There is still a common misconception that all products made in China are of low quality, but Holosun is one of the companies that successfully break this stereotype, because their products, let's say, can be put side by side with some of the Japanese and even some of the European optical devices, which is a great step forward. Now, Holosun also has been cooperating with the American company Primary Arms lately, and the outcome of this cooperation is this red dot sight. It features the ACSS reticle, which is a reticle that was designed and invented by the company Primary Arms, and this is really a popular red dot sight because of the red dot sight itself, and also because of this reticle, which is very famous for its all-round use. It allows ranging, it has holdover points for the bullet drop compensation, it has wing leads, so it has many things. Here in the box you can see how it looks like and which calibers it's compatible with, and more about it can be read on the Primary Arms page or basically anywhere else on the internet. If we move on to the physical properties, you can see that this is a small tube sight, very reminiscent of the famous micro models by the Swedish red dot sight manufacturing company. It comes with a high mount for the AR platform for the lower third co-witness, as they claim. It can be removed and then replaced with this low mount here, which is suitable for other uses, such as with a rifle. Now, there are a lot of debates regarding what each individual number and letter in the name of the Holosun product mean. Here you can see we have the Holosun 503G. Now 5 with the Holosuns, with all of them, means that you can switch between a 2 MOA dot and a 2 MOA dot surrounded by a 65 MOA circle, but in this case this is a little bit different. This model features the ACSS reticle, which means that instead of the 2 MOA dot surrounded by a 65 MOA circle, you get an ACSS reticle. This basically means that you can switch between a 2 MOA dot and an ACSS reticle. I'll show that later. If it will be, I'm not sure if it will be shown in this video, if you'll be able to see, but nevertheless. So yeah, this model is an exception. So 5 still means that you can switch, but now not as with other sight, but between the 2 MOA dot and the famous reticle it's included. Since we're in the parallel family, the second number, 0, indicates that this model comes with standard accessories, so no honeycomb filter, no quick detachable mount, and no flip-up caps. Now, as regards the letter, G stands for the battery compartment that's located on the right side and not in the form of a battery tray, but in the form of a round-shaped cover. And because the battery compartment is here, the buttons for regulating the illumination intensity are put on top. When you have C models, for example, you'll have a cell here and you'll have the buttons moved to the side, but not with the G models. These have the buttons for regulating the illumination intensity on top. Turrets, you can see that they're not protected. In order for them to be protected, this would have to be a U model, because U stands for the protected turrets. This one has turrets that are in the open. Now if we unscrew it, you can see that you can use this very cap here to make rotations of the turret. So this is very nice. You don't have to bring any extra tools to the range if you're shooting with this. As regards the clicks, they're half MOA, meaning 1.5 centimeters approximately on 100 meters. Battery lifetime, Holosun claims that that's 10,000 hours. And another common question that we get is, as you can see, this lens, front lens, is tilted. And we get questions such as, why is the front lens of my Holosun tilted? Is this an error? Is this a factory defect? The answer is no. So Holosun claims that the angle of the front lens allows the light generated by the battery-powered LED light source inside the unit to be reflected back into the sight. But if you go on the Holosun page and under the frequently asked questions in the customer support, you will have that written more thoroughly. So I think it's even the first frequently asked question on the list, so you can check that out. As regards the protection, this is IP67 protected, certified. 6 means that it's completely protected against dust, and 7 indicates that it is protected for up to 1 meter of submersion in water for, let's say, up to 1 hour. And so that's basically it as regards the physical characteristics. Now if we move on to the optical characteristics and illumination, we try to look through, you'll see that there is a really negligible amount of blue tint, really a negligible amount, almost unnoticeable. This is really good. Then we have, as usual, 1x magnification, as is typical for red dot sights. The user can comfortably look through with both eyes open, of course. Altogether there are 12 brightness levels to choose from. 2 of these are night vision compatible. And what the product comes with is the shake awake function, meaning that if you do not turn off the illumination and put the sight somewhere to be stationary, after a while it will go from active mode to passive mode, meaning it will preserve battery life, and then once you move it, it will power on back again instantaneously, and you will be ready to shoot at the very moment. So this is a very nice addition, and this product also comes with the automatic power off after 8 hours of inactivity. This is listed in the instruction manual that comes with it. As regards the scope of delivery, so we already said that this comes with a high mount and a low mount. Then we have the this bikini cover for the ocular and objective lens, made out of rubber, a lens cloth, a thread locker. This is the instruction manual, and of course also the ACSS reticle manual, a little bit shorter one. What else is in the box? So we also have the hexagonal tool, and that's basically it. So with the models that come with the battery tray, you also get a screwdriver and a tool used for prying open the battery tray. This model obviously has no need for these tools because it has the battery compartment under a round-shaped cover. So this is everything as regards the scope of delivery. Now we have come to the end of this review, and it is time to sum it up by pointing out some advantages and disadvantages, of course. Now, advantages. So we have a 2 MOA dot that provides minimum coverage, and we can switch to ACSS reticle. Yes, I already forgot how to switch between these two. So now we have the dot, and we hold the minus button for at least 3 seconds. It will go to ACSS reticle, like that. Now it's not perfect over the camera, but you could see the transition. Now, so this is definitely the first. This is very innovative, so that you can switch between a dot and a reticle. And a reticle inside a red dot is also a plus. We are used to just red dots, and everything new is of course innovative and a step forward. Also 12 illumination settings to choose from, enough for all lighting conditions, 2 or even night vision compatible, which is of course great. What I also like is the very design. This doesn't look cheap at all, so this costs somewhere around a little bit lower than 300 euros, and for that price you get an amazing quality. So really good. All the parallel models in the Holosun brand are of course very nice, have very good build quality and very nice optical properties. There is really not many disadvantages that I can point out. Perhaps that it is really hard to see the holdover dots in the reticle without a magnifier. That's the most notable when you have the illumination intensity on the top level, but that's really not that much of a problem. As I said, you can always switch back to a 2 MOA dot, and I would say that's just great. So thank you guys for watching. I hope that you found this short review useful. If you have any additional questions, as usual, leave a comment in the comment section or send us an email. And leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.